Dun dun dun! Spooky, scary noises to scare you and spook you. Oh no! Oh no! Fuufie J Bear! Oh no! Yeah, guess what? Guess what? Oh, I don't want this BGM. This is the BGM I want. Okay, so yeah, the rumors are true. I got completely last night. Something in my soul told me there's an artist working on the Tallulah project, and something in my soul was like, last night it was like, Fuufie, you're already locked in with an artist, with a rigger. If you lose your slot, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean I have to pay more. It could mean that they decline to work with me. Even if it's not my fault, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be fair. Guess what? Life's not fair. So, something in my soul was like, you should contact the artist. It's due in 4 days. Just give them a contact to see. They forgot about me. So, that was fun to wake up to this morning. They forgot about me. Tank Destroyer, thank you so much for the follow. Mwah. I've had a very emotional morning. I was really mad. I took my anger out on a couple YouTube comments.
I thoroughly
Shut up, Fuufie! Shut up, Fuufie! Nobody asked, Fuufie. Yeah, I took my anger out on a couple. Ismir, thank you so much for your prime. Mwah! Enjoy all your emotes. Mwah! Thank you so much. And all your ad-free viewing experience. Whoa, what the frick? Thank you. Mwah. Yeah. I took my anger out on a couple YouTube comments. That made me feel a lot better. And now we're getting raided by a cutie. Crozo, thank you so much for the raid. Mwah! Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I hope you had an amazing stream. Welcome in. Mwah, thank you. Yeah, so that was how my life went this morning. I was not a happy camper. I was pissed off. Thoroughly I was thoroughly pissed off this morning. Also, I don't feel very freaking good. I don't know why, but I don't feel very good. My nose and throat feel rough, and I'm not really sure why. Thing is, I haven't gone anywhere, so I don't know if, I mean, maybe like someone else got me sick. Maybe it's allergies. I don't know. Yeah, I did try drinking water. I still don't feel that great. Anyways, I got it all out. Now there's no question about why I pushed stream back. Everyone knows we're all on the same page. There's not a lot to say about it. So I don't know what else I can say. There's just not much to say, so thank you for listening to me. I got it all out. Now you can say hello. The elephant has been addressed. Hi. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Tiber. Hi, Varded. Hi, Creature. Hi, STG. Hi, Abelio. Hi, Exia. Hi, Undo. Hi, Wisteria. Hi, Kind of. Hi, Engineer. Hi, Eric. Hi, Novakin. Hi, Zombie. Hi, Tarantio. Hi, Product. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Toad. Hi, Diamonds. Hi, Malingus. Hi, Skeleton. Hi, Exel. Hi, Zaners. Hi, June. Hi, Nuke Man. Hi, Pico. Hi, Susie. Hi, Llama. Hi, Crozo. Oh, man. Yeah, the temperature has been like flipping up and down so much. I don't know. I don't know why my throat hurts so much today. Hi, Suit. Hi, Addressed Elephant. Hi, Blake. Hi, Shiggy. Hi, Merrick. Hi, Merlin. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Colossal. Hi, Death Bunny. Hi, Ross. Hi, Sidecar. Hi, Catatonics. Hi, Blake. Hi, Cat God. Hi, Lazy. It's been a while. Hi, Lazy. Mwah. Hi, Tristan. Hi, S. Oh my god, we have S. Wait, there's too many SGs. Can I call you... Con? Can I call you Con? I'm scared. You're SGT, then we have STG. I'm gonna get you guys messed up. Hi, Salute. Hi, Henry. Hi, Exia. Hi, Creature. Did I get everybody? 75 bear strips. I love my bear wife so much. Mwah. Mwah. Guys, I still can't believe that artist forgot me. Hi, Toaster. Hi, ya boy. Hi, Skeleton. Hi, Littling. I still cannot believe that the artist forgot me. Oh! What am I supposed to do? Hi, Toa. Dude, how am I so forgettable? I got a lot of late shifts. It's okay. Nah, it's nice to see you, though. Hi, Raccoon. How? Send that to the rigger? At this point, listen, if they could pull it off in 4 days, they have 4 days. If they could pull it off in 4 days, I'll take it. But it's just like, how does this keep being my luck? Why can't I just have like a normal experience? Four days is gonna be a mega rush. How could they forget you? Yeah, I did prepay. I prepaid back in January. It wasn't my choice to prepay though. It's not. Guys, listen, sometimes you can't control it. It's how VGen works. It's paying my money back. I mean, I could be an ass out of myself and get the commission canceled, and then I'm really not gonna get any thing that I need. Or I can just give them the benefit of the doubt that they really didn't mean it and just hope that they fix their mistake. Listen, I don't want anyone to die over this. I just want my commission to be done so that I can be alive. I don't know. I just want it done. I'll die for the cause. Thanks, Flash. It depends on the artist too. Some require prepay. Yeah. No, stop. We don't have to kill them. I'm sure they're a good person. I would assert if you prepay for something and the artist sort of forgets about a commission, you should be able to get your money back. Listen, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's like in the perfect La La Land where everything goes your way all the time. The problem with that is life is unfair and it will always be unfair.
By so quick. Hope you feel better throughout the stream. Kiss.
Thank you, Axiom. Happy 8 months. Thank you. Hi, Cactus. Hi, Little Bits. That's like in the most perfect world sense, but the issue is we learned this back. I don't know wasn't it like what group of people were the ones that thought the world revolved around them? Was it the British that like thought the whole world like was revolving around them? Like, we learned this a long time ago. We're not the center of the universe. There are people other than us in this world, and you just have to get over it. Like, nothing's ever gonna be completely fair. And sometimes you have to eat an L, right? Sometimes you really do have to eat an L if you want to maintain your reputation. That sounds like the British. Those fucking Brits. No. Hi, Greystone. Seb, though, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Hi, Inoros. The bear is the center of my world. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes you have to eat an L if you want to maintain your reputation. Me being an ass and like causing issues is only going to serve to... Listen, you're never going to win the battle of artist versus client on Twitter. The only people who have your back in an artist versus client debate on Twitter are AI users. People who are like, oh yeah, I generate all my art with AI. The only people that have your back in that situation are the AI artist lovers. And listen, if I have the AI bros on like behind me being like, yeah, Fuufie did nothing wrong, I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. Like, you're never gonna get anyone who actually will have a good argument to back you if you're up against a wall with an artist. Unless the artist does something, unless this artist calls me a slur and like tells me to eat shit, I'm not gonna get people to be like, oh yeah, Fuufie. They're gonna be like, well, there was 4 days left and they offered to fix it and apologize. It's like, I see where they're coming from. Like, there's still 4 days left, but they admitted that they forgot about me. So, I don't want my money back. I want the problem fixed. You know? That's all I want. I don't care. Beyond that, I just want it fixed. Hi, Lord Sub. As a graphic designer, contracts are made for these types of reasons. It does. Listen, but also the artist isn't telling me to like eat shit. Like she apologized and was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to fix this." Like she apologized, but that doesn't mean that the problem isn't still there. Like I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the artist. I'm mad at the situation because it's obvious they're a good person and they are trying to fix it. But it's just like, why does this always happen to me? I don't think I've had like a normal, as far as like model stuff goes, I don't think I've ever had like a smooth, easy thing ever. If it's delayed, can you get the refund? I'm sure if it got too delayed, I'm sure they seem like a good person. I'm sure they would offer something, but something told me to check. There's 4 days left. Something told me to check. And I'm really glad that I did. But listen, I'm team artist, unfortunately. I know that might make people mad. I know that it might be frustrating that I'm team artist, even though I might be getting shafted here. But the thing is, I also make mistakes. I also do things wrong, and I would be really, 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 really upset if I still didn't do anything technically wrong. There's still 4 days left, and people were ready to have my ass strung up from the ceiling. Like, I'm mad at the situation. I'm mad that this seems to always happen to me, and that this is just my default luck. My default luck is always the short end of the stick. That part's frustrating to me. But the artist being kind of stinky is not what I'm mad about. And I believe them. I believe it's gonna get fixed. I'm really tired that this is just my luck all the time. I'm very tired that this is just how things go for me every single time. Hi, Corin. I wish that it was different. I don't know. Maybe I have to just be a little bit more obnoxious. I think with people, I don't want to like have a reputation as like someone difficult to work with, but because the thing is, when you commission someone on VGen, it even like it tells you, it's like, don't bug the artist. Like it gives you like all these warnings of like don't bug the artist, don't ask for update. Like it warns you specifically not to bug them. But like I don't know if I should kind of like make it my priority to kind of bug people. Yeah, if you've never used VGen, it gives you like a email when they mark you as like whip and stuff. It's like, do not reach out to the artist, do not bug them for updates. I mean, it's not weird. The thing is, me getting shafted by artists, I'm kind of like in the minority. It's usually the other way around. People like scamming artists and like making insane requests of them. It's usually the exact opposite. So it makes sense for them to be protecting the artist. I just don't go off of my luck, because I literally just have the worst luck ever. You can ask them in VGen messages. Yeah, you're not supposed to though. You can absolutely get in trouble if you bug an artist. Especially if it's not past the due date. It's a scab, then of course you can't, but if you're paying hundreds, it's expected to ask for an update every now and then. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying that every artist is gonna like be like, oh my god, stop fucking messaging me, you asshole. But it's just that it like VGen does warn you, and I think if it came down to it, they would back the artist before they backed you. Could we maybe hire Littling to teach them how to work efficient? Yeah, Littling, you want a new job? Saint Cisco, thank you so much for the follow. Mwah. Listen, I'm team a lot of things, but at the end of the day, everything is very not everything is black and white. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts to every situation. And it's really important to be thoughtful with everything that you do on both ends. Ask away with correct politeness, it's fine. Again, it can and it can't be. You can't be like those rules are there because people aren't respectful and they just bug them for updates even when it's like not really appropriate. Like I don't think I would get in trouble because I'm appropriate with my questions, but it's a rule for a reason, and it's because people are really abusive to artists a lot of the time. If I hired a graphic designer to design something for my business, my timeline for updates was them taking the money, saying they're working on it, then just a final product. I would not be getting the... Well, that's not... Well, that's really... It's really good, Kato. That's not what's happening here. But... Your imaginary situation is pretty crazy, but thankfully that's not what's happening here. We're still within the due date. We still have time, but fingers crossed that they can pull this one out because I am flippin' nervous. I'm not an artist, but I wouldn't care about a client asking for updates as long as they don't spam me. Well, you're one person though. You're like just imagining yourself messaging. Like, imagine 10 people thinking that it's okay to bug the artist 24/7 for updates. That's a lot of updates for people that you might not even be working on yet. Yeah, I mean, that's what I did, Shiggy. That's what I did. And they were really polite about it, and they said they totally forgot me. So, I mean, it's a good thing that I did, but, like, being obtuse and, like, asking you 15 minutes is not okay. Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm really glad that I asked today, okay? Or yesterday. I just had a feeling, hi, Road Dog. I was like, I just don't think that if they remembered, or like that if they knew it was due, they would wait till like within 4 days to start it, because models take some time. So I was like, I don't know. I should ask. I'm really glad that I did. Hopefully we have enough time. I don't know. Hopefully we do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not gonna be the end of the world, but it is maybe going to be frustrating for the person who I booked to rig her, so that could suck. I have an idea. How about you make it look like an auto message? This is an automated message. Any updates? Maybe I'm a few artists. Very welcome people asking their questions. Little Ling, thank you for saying that. I'm really glad. I feel bad. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like if there's a dog that gets mistreated a lot, can you get mad at it for like lashing out? Like, artists are really unfortunately used to getting abused by clients. So it wouldn't strike me like as strange if I asked really nicely and they were like, you must respect my boundaries. Do not message me for updates. I will let you know when there are updates. Like, it wouldn't strike me as odd because I'm well aware that they get abused a lot, but it is frustrating when you know like you're not like one of the bad ones. But how do they know that? Only you and me know that. They don't know that. So it's there for a reason. I hate my luck. I hate my luck so much. I hate my luck. I just say don't message me. I'm married, god damn it. They are like Chihuahua. Do you think you can poke little tiny Chihuahua and keep getting away with it? No. They're used to getting poked and picked up and manhandled. The only artists I abuse are AI artists. Exactly. It's okay. We're gonna get everything done. I hope so. I hope so. That was just not how I wanted to wake up, and I feel like it just ruined my whole mood. Maybe I'm too sensitive. I don't know. I asked for the sketch after a few weeks of WIP, and I don't see any updates, since most commissions have a fixed stage at sketch. Yeah. But that's the thing, though. My commission wasn't even started. There was no updates to ask for because there was no original there was no original thing because they forgot about it. So there was not even something to update on. It was the project as a whole. I was like, well, maybe they're like a one-day warrior. They pound some coke and they get it done. I don't know you, but I just was like, I'm gonna ask. If they get mad at me, I'll eat it and be ashamed of myself, but I really need to ask. Maybe Fuufie needs some heavy armor and an axe to get started in a medieval MMA. I bruise so easy. I think that I would die if I got into it. I like to watch medieval MMA, but I think that if I got into it, I would die. Seriously. It'd be weird if I did not ruin your mood. It'll ruin mine. I'm sorry that I had to share it with you guys. Woo, I'm awake. Sorry, I am late. Hi, Alex. How was classes? That kind of thing can easily ruin a day. Not being affected by it would be weird in itself. I fuck with that. It's just it's a lot of money. The thing is, you guys know, rigging is expensive. The rigging just for this, and this is a side project. This isn't even a full project. It's $2,000. This artist, or the person who's rigging this, it's Tallulah's model. The person who's rigging that, they're cool, but you have to understand, this is not only fucking with my $2,000 that I'm getting rid of, it's fucking with their $2,000 that they're expecting so they can pay the rent this month. So, like, it's... people are being affected, I would say, and I feel a little responsible for it. My expectations for most fan bases to be calm, rational human beings has been lowered. Yeah. I mean, I get it. The thing is, seriously, even like the not everything is black and white also applies to this. Like, if you have a lot of love for Fuufie J Bear, you're gonna be frustrated and you're gonna be mad when something doesn't go in Fuufie J Bear's favor. Like, that is understandable. But taking a deep breath afterwards, and then like thinking a little bit about it, and your next reaction is the most important thing. Once you've had time to like digest it, and like your gut feeling is out of the way, then you have to, your next call is more important. Hi, Pantsu. The price can be a couple months of work, so nothing to scoff at. Yeah, someone might be relying on that for their rent, and it's like you're fucking with that person's money. That's a lot of money. Get a sugar daddy. You'll never have to pay rent again. Easy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the rig artist looks like, but maybe they're not in a position to get a sugar daddy. I don't know. But what I do know is that I feel really bad though, because that could be, seriously, that could be fucking up someone's rent payments. Why do I have so many hiccups? This doesn't feel good. Hi, Iron Road. Finding out how Scott reacts. Never subbed to VTubers before out of embarrassment because I'm a dude, but vibe check passed. Sorry for how squeaky my chair is. Ah, I hate it. Welcome in Iron Road. Real and true. Most VTubers are kind of embarrassing, honestly. I think, though, you should hit a stage of embarrassment where, like, you're almost proud to be a VTuber enjoyer, okay? I don't know, in my head, like, some people might disagree. I feel like normies would disagree, but for me, you know that there's a guy that he goes to the gym and he does workouts to, like, Hollow Live Girls covers and stuff, and, like, it's tight as fuck. He's really cool to me, honestly. Hi, Senpai! He's cool to me, I think, anyways. I'm also a dude, don't worry. Yeah, if you look at my viewer statistics, by the way, it's like 0.2% women. Crystal's really out here representing with that 0.2%. Oh, hi, Conrad. You learned to own it. Yeah. It would be a lie if I didn't see a few body pillows in my military days. So you could say genetics are kicking in. I think it's tight. Hey, Crystal. Hey! I bench pressed to Koseki Biju. Not long until the UK hits daylight savings and I can stop being late. It's okay, senpai. Yeah, I don't think I have any other... Not any that want to admit to it, at least. Hi, Cyclops. Like, there might be, like, one other that, like, maybe hate watches. But as for the rest, that's all Crystal. She has the market dominated. I might be having a stroke. Honestly. Dude, that one Bao song, Abellio, the summer one, the lemonade one, dude. That was for a solid when that first came out for a solid like 3 months, that was pretty much what I listened to on repeat. Dark Get Mominated sounds like a comedy about a single mom becoming a financer. Crystal represents the entire Fuufie female fandom. Exactly. Oh, wait, why is the EU's daylight savings different than the US's? That's weird. That's a little bit sad that I don't have a female, a huge female viewer base. I mean, I do like a really specific type of content. I think for content that women... Hi, Glocktia! For content that I think women would be mostly invested in, probably... I don't know. See, the thing is, I also fall on like, the demographic of like enjoying VTubers that have a bigger male fan base. I think girls prefer like maybe artists, like people who do art streams. Sims. Oh my god, if you want to get a woman fan base, just play the fucking Sims. Jesus. BFE, like, what's his name? That guy from Nijisanji. Wrong witch, Undo. But also, what do you mean witch Sims? Just fucking Sims. What do you mean? Vox Akuma, yeah. That kind of stuff. Like, I don't really play the kind of games that women would be that has like a woman dominant market. Dead by Daylight, that's definitely a game that you can pick up a lot of chicks over there. That has a pretty high, I mean, it also has a high guy fan base, but it has a significantly higher woman fan base. A lot of girls play horror games though. Yeah. I couldn't play Sims. I tried and NPCs just pissed me off. Sims just doesn't really feel like my kind of game. I happen to love Fuufie's personality and enjoy your content too. I believe I watch lots of VTubers, but I'm just a folk wife. Yeah, I think it's just that Crystal and I have like a similar, like what we like to watch also overlaps. I think we just have a guy palette. We just have a men's VTuber palette. I think. Any specific killers we should made in DBD for extra points to the women? Probably Trapper. Right? I don't know. My Sims was fun to watch you play. I didn't mind that. Yeah, I liked that game. Only because it...
I hope you've all been well, Fuufie shock.
Mwah! Mwah! Happy 3 months, Dave. Mwah, 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 mwah. Happy 3 months. I don't know, Blake. You have a wife. What are you looking to cheat on me for, you little slut? I always knew you were gonna cheat on me, Blake. You do it anyways. You do it without me knowing. Why do you want me to help you? Frick you. Who's that other bear you have in your recommended, huh? Who is it? What is the demo of male to female VTubers? It has to be overwhelmingly female. Honestly, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of there's a lot of VTubers that are male and female. The problem is, no offense to 90% of male VTubers, but they like expect to kind of make content aimed towards other men, and for the most part, like, and then they get like mad when nobody watches them. But like the thing is, you're a guy, don't be fucking stupid. Like you for the most part maybe have like 1 or 2 guy VTubers that you will watch just because of the content they make aligns with you, but for the most part you prefer to watch women. Don't lie to yourself. I know you, I mean, you could be like, not me, I'm the one exception, but like you can't all be the exceptions to the fucking very obvious rule. So like the problem with like guy VTubers is they just can't help themselves from complaining that they make content that like no woman wants to watch, and also like men really aren't your demographic to begin with. So it's like they just make content for nobody and then get mad when nobody likes it. So that's the issue. It's unfortunate. The problem is you can't tell them this because they start fighting you. They get aggressive. So it's like you can't even help them. Like, oh, I'll make the content I want to make. Well, then don't be mad when nobody watches, because guess what? The only person who watches your content would probably be you. You might not even watch your own content. Hi, Werewolf. I only watch women. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, and I'm sorry that like your dreams have to be just dreams, but like nobody just starts up a business and they're like, okay, I'm gonna pretend that like I don't have a demographic of people in my business. Like imagine if McDonald's tomorrow, like they closed all the drive-thrus and you had to like sit in and eat their fast food. Like you're making fast food, but like now it's a dine-in restaurant and there's a dress code, but it's still the same food. We would all be like, wow, McDonald's, you've lost your damn mind. Now translate that to being a VTuber. I'm going to make content and package it for the wrong demographic. I'm going to make content for the wrong demographic and then get mad when nobody wants to come sit in my McDonald's play place and eat a hamburger wearing a $500 Gucci dress. Duh! Because there's like 2 people on Earth that might be into that. And guess what, buddy? They already have someone else they like to watch. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Does the package size matter for the female gaze? Most of the time you're going to be shoulders up. So focus all your like attractiveness shoulders up. Most of the successful male VTubers are also musicians or do other jobs in the VTuber community. Yeah, and they realize who their audience is though. That's also another really important thing. Or they have like a really cool shtick that they do. So, I don't know. It's just like, it's closing your eyes and then complaining that you can't see. Like, it's self-imposed, honestly. Face, forearms, voice. Those are the most important things that you want to cater to female gaze while streaming. Voice, yes. Face, yes. Forearms, not so much. No one's going to see your arms. You're streaming, for the most part, shoulders up. So, I would say most important thing, voice. If you want to go from like least to most important, because even if you have like a fugly model, you can always get a better model later on down the line. I'm speculating. No, it's okay. I'm just taking your speculations and like saying what I agree and disagree with. I think you can get like a fugly model. It's okay. Like we can work with that, but voice is definitely the most important, I would say. Hi, so rad. And the worst part about this is if you try to like tell a male VTuber this, because they can't help themselves. They go on Twitter and they're like, woe is me. No one wants to watch me play Valorant for 8 hours a day in silence. Woe is me. Everyone hates me. Oh my god, this is horrible. It's all those slutty female VTubers' fault. Yeah, that's right. You and your jiggle physics, you slut. It's your fault. And it's just like, you can't argue with them because they're belligerent. So it's just kind of, you just have to like ignore them. The agony. You're telling me that I play Call of Duty and nobody wants to watch me? I can't believe you've done this. Why won't people watch me? I'm not entertaining. Yeah. And you know what? I would say the same thing to a girl. If if you don't get it, you don't get it. But like, you do unfortunately have to make content somebody wants to watch. You have to find your market and then make content for them. Not always. Some male VTubers aren't chuds. Don't be dumb on purpose or I'm gonna have to yell at you. Duh. I never said the male. I literally just gave advice for male VTubers to make better content and to find an audience. And you're like, even not all of them are like, and not all of them are a chud. What even is a, how does chuds factor into this? I literally said there's a way to make actual content people want to watch as a male VTuber, and you're like, yeah, not always. Shut up. You're dumb on purpose. I didn't join in time to hear that. Jeez. You obviously did if you had enough time to say not always. You obviously heard my entire statement at that point. Nice bait. You know what? No, Shiggy's right. I'm not taking the bait. I refuse to believe someone is that ignorant. I'm not taking the bait. You're right. Thank you, Shiggy. Thank you very much. Just be a dude with tits. Some people do that, honestly, and it works sometimes. Like the female models, but you're a guy. My problem is I don't vibe with that very well because I feel... Call me woke, but I feel kind of like you're using women as a prop. And to me... You call me woke all you want. I don't like it. I personally wouldn't watch it, and I'm sure there's many people like me who also feel the same way. So you're alienating people in that regard. But don't try to cater to me. Cater to the audience you want. So if you want people to talk about how hot your model is with you and objectify her, then you can do that. But that's not really my thing. A girl once told me she liked my voice when I was playing Overwatch. It made me happy. My favorite excuse from content creators is to blame the platform or algorithm when it's really the content. Yeah, I mean, I've streamed for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in October for me that I've been streaming for. And I've definitely learned a lot. But you have to be open to like realizing that you might be making mistakes. Otherwise, you're never going to learn. If you think you're perfect and it's the world around you that's the problem, you are never going to make it because you're not able to learn. Try to find a smaller VTuber because once you start at it's too late. But a lot of small VTubers just stay silent playing games or watching videos, not engaging with chat, so no luck so far. Oh, yeah. I mean... I think it's just one of those things that you either like learn on the job kind of, or you just don't have it in you. Like it's just some people prefer like quieter streamers and stuff and people that talk a little bit less. Like they just kind of want to have like almost sleepy vibes. But then other people, they like the so it just kind of like depends on what you like. But that can be stuff people do like. You just are kind of working with a smaller base of people who enjoy that because it's really not that good. And it's also one of those things where it's like anyone can do it. Anyone can like sit in silence. So it's not like it's hard to find also. I've recently seen far too many VR chat porn models used by guys. Hey, I mean, it works. That's why they're doing it though. That's the thing. Like, I can't even be mad about those people because they're taking the real good advice, which is not to let VTube Studio crash, which is find an audience and make content for them. So they're doing the right thing. It's kind of gross, but they're doing it, you know? It works. Opinion on AI and it being used for content. What kind of AI? It depends. If you're asking about AI art, no. I think AI art, you're literally, because the problem is it's like built on people who know what they're doing. You're literally stealing data from actual people who have actual skills and talent that they've honed over the years to make like a cheap imitation of their art. It's gross to me. I don't like AI art. Like those realistic AI videos of animals jumping on trampolines in the dark, I fuck with those. Because it's not really like, it's not stealing someone else's hard work. But I mean, like Neurosama, if that's what you're asking, like she, for all intents and purposes, is pretty ethical. So I don't hate Neurosama. I like Neurosama. But I don't know. It's not like a, as all things, it's not black and white. So there's some parts of it that I think are good, some parts I think that are bad. Sora AI is shutting down. I don't even know what Sora AI even is. What are you doing today, if you don't mind me asking? You should read the title. Remember all the grannies who uploaded their private Shiggy videos to Facebook? What is that? Shiggy videos? What does that even mean? I had to buy RAM. Oh my god. Private what? Yeah, what are they doing with Shiggy in private? I've taken AI to turn a picture, used AI to turn it into a watercolor picture for a background, but I still keep the OG art. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any type of AI art. I dislike pretty much all AI art. I don't think that there's ever a time to use it, personally. A good time to use it. I'm actually a pro at photo bashing. So what I do is I just like find pictures that have like pieces of what I like, and then I just Photoshop them together, and then I give it to the artist. So I'm like, here is the bebe, make the bebe. And it's really not that hard. Like I can't, you would be hard pressed to get me to ask me to draw literally anything. My best foof drawing that I've ever done myself is, hold on. Let me find you a real bona fide foof drawing. I have them here somewhere. Maybe they're at the bottom. Okay, yeah, here. I made Kato some emotes. Look. I made Kato an emote. I also made him this one too. This is the peak of my artistry. My artistry. This is as good as it gets. I don't mind AI art taking and inverting the form of another as long as credit's given. See, I hate all of it. I think it's stealing no matter what. If you're an but the only exception I have to this rule is if you are an artist and you are uploading your own art to AI for it to copy your own art. Any other form of that is genuinely theft. Either figure out how to draw yourself or pay that artist for their work. That's my official opinion on it. Like, you don't have to be... This, I made these myself with my mouse. They're not even good, but you know what? They're good enough. Just for my personal consumption, uses a computer background. Doesn't matter to me. Seriously, that is how... Either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. Regarding AI art. None of it's okay. At all. In my opinion. You can do what you want. I can't come to your house and like fucking pry the AI art out of your hands, but I'm not, if you tell me about it, I'm not gonna be like, yay, I'm gonna be like, weird, and then we move on. So like, do whatever you want to do, but I'm not gonna like it. So don't I guess just don't tell me about it, because I will like you a little less. They're pretty good, bro. You just take comms on VGem, bro. Thanks. I mean, this is the peak of what I could do. Hi, Shadow. Welcome in. This is the peak of what I could do. So what gets me is people arguing AI is an accessibility tool, like paper and pencil aren't easily found. Also, literally, you don't need AI to live. Art is a luxury. If you can't afford it, that's too damn bad. Draw yourself. The thing is, unironically, there's so many pirated, like, things out there to teach you how to draw anyways. Shadow Forecast, thank you for the follow. Mwah. There's so much pirated material out there for you to learn how to draw that if you like are stuck by like the I'm gonna do this free, like, good news, there's literally free pirated things you can use to learn how to draw. So there's no excuse. It's just you're lazy. Just say you're lazy. And a thief. Say you're lazy and a thief. Say it now. Also, I drew Kato this as a Fuji tech and he never uses it because he hates me. I want to turn him into a VTuber. Hi, Jakin. That's true. That's true, Blake. It's like stealing art and then trying to justify using it in a different situation. It's inherently bad. Yeah, exactly. That's his Discord profile picture in your server, is it not? Probably recently, because I kept getting mad at him for it because he would never use it. I spent a lot of time making him a cute little Fuji tech and he never touches it. I also drew this. This was for Con Man. I drew him this cute little bear in a sailor uniform. That's pretty cute, huh? Oh gosh, that was on me. I also drew this dinosaur for Velociraptor, who I haven't seen in ages, by the way. It's my work team's PFP. That's so cute. Wall running! Mwah! Happy 10 months. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. And then let's see what else. Oh, I redrew. Okay, so when I drew this, I did not know. This is the redrawn Pico logo, and this is Pico's actual logo. I didn't realize this, but it says Pix in 3D. So I was like copying it because I was like, I don't understand what this is supposed to be, but it says Pix in 3D, but I didn't realize. I didn't even realize. So I drew this. Didn't even realize. Oh, here, I made Alice a crab. Also haven't seen Alice in forever either. In a very long time. That one's cute. I made Olivia... I drew Olivia for her birthday card. I don't even know where it still is. I think I might have deleted it because I didn't like it and I was upset when I looked at it. Yeah, I think I deleted it. Oh no, here it is. I did not. I drew Olivia with my mouse for her birthday. For her birthday card. I did! Poor Alice. Yeah, I haven't seen Alice in a long time. I drew Ollie for her birthday. I don't think she looked at her birthday card on stream. I was kind of sad about that, but... Airbrush on MS Paint? No, the crayon tool on Krita. I pretty much draw all my drawings with the crayon tool on Krita. It's way more forgiving, I think. But this is what I mean. Even if you're not a good artist, you don't have to use AI. You just fuck it up. Just fuck it up on MS Paint if that's all you have. It's easy. And it's honestly, if you hand me an AI picture of myself, I'm gonna look at it and be like, what do you want me to say? Thank you for typing fucking words into a robot and then bastardizing my model? What do you want me to say to you? Thanks, asshole? That's about all I can say. I don't really have anything else to say. If you made me a dorky MS Paint drawing because you couldn't afford art, but you wanted to make me something, I would love it a million times more. Seriously. Thanks, Clanker. Yeah. What am I supposed to say to that? Thanks, asshole. Thanks for stealing the hard work of my fucking artist and running it through AI. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. My art to be stolen. Thank you. I can't wait for someone to try to generate a VTuber model with the data that you've provided with it, and it looks just like my model. Thanks. I'm so excited. Wow. So yeah, in my opinion, always better to just, even if you don't think you're a good artist, just give it a go or learn. I remember Dre made Pogger's art with Krita. They're more powerful and a free tool that allows you to do anything. Yeah, Krita is literally free. It probably would help if I updated my Krita from 2017, but I refuse. Oh my god, my Krita is like 9 years old. That's crazy. I haven't updated it in such a long time. What? I don't know how to update it. I don't want to. Thank you so much for feeding someone else's hard work into a soulless machine. Literally. You don't need to, because you won't use those new tools anyways. Yeah. Krita's really cool. I like it. It's free. It's really cool. I know there is a way you can literally upload your own brushes into it. So if you like buy brushes, you can upload them into it. Not that brushes will make the art like a million times better, but you know what I mean? What if they have better crayons? I mean, I like the crayon function that it has now. It looks nice, I think. I don't always use the crayon function, but I use it like for a majority of the time. It's just easier that way. It's much easier. I also think I thought I had something else, but I literally don't know where it went. Oh yeah, here, I made Shiggy. That's Shiggy Wiggy. In my head, that's exactly what he looks like. Like, just the little innocent face. Iron Rod! Mwah! Iron Roads. I'm so sorry. Mwah, thank you so much for your prime. Mwah, 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 thank you. You have all the fun emotes now, and guess what? No ads. Mwah. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, in my head, this is literally, like, exactly what Shiggy looks like. To a T. Exactly what he looks like. And then, also, this is Shiggy, too. When he's in love, that's Shiggy. This is him when he's being evil. I wasn't really sure how to make the evil... I wrote evil Shiggy over his tag. I did not remember doing that. Evil Shiggy. I wasn't really sure how to do like the evil eyes, but so I gave him angry eyebrows and did that to him when he becomes evil. Hi, Koma. What's wrong, Pico? What's wrong? Here's my Awawas. I drew my own Awawas. Beautiful Awawa. Very beautiful Awawa. I drew Pico. I drew this. Oh, there's still a background on this. I didn't even realize. I drew this for Pico. Oh, no, there's not. He changed the colors over to pink, though, because he likes the pink more. This is for Pico. I gave him blue originally. I'm using the pink one. Yeah, pink. The pink is very cute. Also made with the crayon tool. Guys, I'm telling you, the crayon tool is goated. Heavily recommend crayon tool. Heavily. Also. Fuufie J Bear's photoshopping skills, all her own, by the way. Also done in Krita. No use of AI here, you guys. I'm just cracked on the mouse. I'm cracked on the mouse. Oh, hey, Frisian. And I cannot do this. And I could never. It wishes that it could, but it can't. To be honest, this is probably one of my favorite thumbnails I've ever made, though. No, and the thing is, the video really went under the radar, but I think I edited it myself, didn't I? I didn't do a very good job, but I edited it myself. One of my favorite, these are called mud skippers, and they're hideous creatures, and I hate them. I hate them. Love this thumbnail. No one loved it as much as I did, though. I'm still kind of sad about it. But it's okay. One day it'll be appreciated. Yeah, they came from hell. The little mud skippers, and I hate them. I have no idea what Sora AI is. I'm so sorry. Why did you put me in the thumbnail? You're not in the thumbnail, 21. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It's not true. Why do you hate mud skippers? Because they're fucking ugly. They're so fucking ugly. I hate mud skippers. Listen, the first time I ever saw a mud skipper, it was on TikTok. And it was this girl, and it was her pet mud skipper. She had like 3 of them. And they were in this huge tank, and the tank was literally full of mud. Like, full of mud. And it was flinging itself around the tank. I was laughing so hard. Like, it was flinging itself everywhere and going all crazy, right? But it was covered in mud. You could barely see it. And I thought it was really cool. I was like, damn, I like this creature, whatever this is. So I got home, and I asked Pico, I was like, hey, for today's react video, can I react to a video about mud skippers? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. So I picked the video and everything, and we get ready to watch it, and I realized that these mud skippers are not covered in mud, and you can in fact see them, and they look like that. No other way to explain how I felt except for horrified. Disgusting creatures. Terrible creatures. Why do they look like that? Good night, catatonics. Why do they look like that? I've never been so disturbed in my entire life. So yeah, I was really upset about them. I don't like them anymore. I don't like them anymore. I hate them. They're the worst, literally ever. But it's okay. You go, that's fucked up. That's super fucked up, Pigo. I can't believe you. Friggin' Pigo. Friggin' Pigo. Okay, wait. 21 got to talk to Kiara and Ina. "21, is this true? What'd you say to them?" Dude, that bear video, I'll never touch that shit ever again. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. They're on the IUCN list of least concern for endangered species. That's terrible. Sort of, not really. They saw me though. Wait. Was it like a meet and greet and like you got to go up and say hi to them? Or what? Like, do you guys remember last year at TwitchCon when Iron Mouse was going around TwitchCon? Fun fact, you should go watch her stream because I photobombed her stream. I ran past it and I was like, ah! And I waved at the thing and stuck my tongue out. I was like, ah! And I kept going. So if you look hard enough, you might see a very Fuufie J bear there. But I didn't get to talk to her. But I got to be out. I mean, she witnessed me. She glanced at me. I have a idea for a commission. Imagine a mud skipper sitting at a PC having a polar bear headband on and seeing Fuufie react to the mud skipper video crying. Stop, because you might make me feel bad for them. Stop. No. Don't make me feel bad for them. It was an intimate live. Wait, so like, what does this mean? Wait, describe it to me. Hi, Queen. Describe it to me. No mud skipper would watch me. You have secret mud skipper fans. No, I don't. Certainly not after I talked about them like that. They're all gone. Don't make me feel bad for them. Please. You're not a mud skipper. You're STG. I don't believe it. I refuse. I want to know more about an intimate live. Does it mean like, were you guys like in a conference room and like, yeah, send me some pictures, please. I want to see him. Bald, ugly, hairless, moist. You said bald twice. Maybe I am a mud skipper. Moist. Why are you moist? Holy! Mwah, happy 3 months. Mwah, mwah. They had a raffle for the chance to go to a bar with them observing us, and I should have won, not him. Oh, wait. A bar observing us? Are you telling me that you won tickets to go to a bar and have, like, be filmed? And they filmed you guys just drinking at a bar? That sounds so awkward. I would not have done it. I'm sorry. What the heck? What do you mean? Okay, wait. I'm looking at the photos. Okay. Ah, 21. You're so cute. Ah. Ah. Okay, wait. So, like, it was just... Okay, I understand. So they couldn't hear you, but they like had a little live on and they talked to each other, but you guys could watch it and they could like see you. Maybe they could even like, maybe you could even ask questions. Hi, Settle. Hi, Joker. It looked cool. I enjoy the thought of it, but I don't know. I would be nervous. They could see us. I don't know if I could handle that. This is what I mean. Everyone was telling me a couple months ago, they were like, you need to apply for Hollow Live. Their auditions are indefinitely open. I would fucking die if I had to interact with those girls in any capacity. I can't even type in Fuamoko chat. I can't even type in Olivia's chat. Do you guys know when I raid into Olivia, I have to mute her stream and just look at her because I'm like, I can't listen. Like, she'll talk for a little bit, she'll ask me a question, I'll answer once, and I'm like, that's enough for me. And then I have to mute her and just stare at her in silence because I'm like terrified. No, I can't do it. I can't. No, thank you. I say what I honestly, it's scary. It's really scary. You know, one time I was in a meat stream and I thought I was safe, so I typed something in a meat stream, and you know that Olivia added me and said, "Hi, lovely." Stop! Stop! I can't. See, Eric, I don't have the ability to feel at ease. I don't have that. I get stuck. I can't. I have to walk away. I can't do it. I cannot be perceived. I just can't do it. I can't even take the fleeting chance that Fuamoko would read my chat out loud. I can't even take that chance, because if I do, I'd never be able to click back in. I'd be so embarrassed. I'm so sorry that you had to read a chat that I typed with my filthy fingers. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Okay? I can't, and I won't, and I refuse. My happy place is pretending that they exist on a higher plane than me and I can't interact with them. There's no interaction. I'll watch you talk to them. If you want to type and talk to them, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Me? No. Don't even make me try. Listen, I go into chats and I take my partner badge off when I go into chats. By the way. Is Fuamoko too good for you? What, you think that do you think you really deserve Fuamoko? Do you think any of us deserve Fuamoko? You're crazy. Fuamoko's too good for literally everyone. It's just some of you have no shame and you speak to them. It's not, I'm sorry. They exist on a higher level than I do, than all of us do, okay? It's just how the world works. I can't do it. My wife's fingers are very clean. No. Incorrect. Fuufie J Bear, you got this. I don't. I can't tell you anything. I never turned my mic on with you, and I avoided stuff in VR chat for that reason. You went to TwitchCon! What do you mean? I still talk to them if their chat did move a mile a minute. That's the only saving grace, honestly. I have 2 pics used on their game thumbnail. Little leg! Does that scare you at all or no? You like it? You're probably not scared. Don't talk to them. You're hurting them. Literally, don't speak to them. Don't make them read out your filthy chats. They exist on a higher plane of existence than literally all of us could ever hope to dream of. Treat them as such. Don't talk to them. You're hurting them. I bet they love you like you love us. I mean, maybe, but I can't take that chance. Same with Neuro. Oh, I'm not really... No, honestly, not because she's a robot. No, it is because she's a robot. Like, Neuro's cool, but I don't think I'd be scared to talk to Neuro. I'd be scared she'd cook my ass. I know she would. She'd cook me up. She'd eat me up. She'd be running laps around me. But I'm not scared of her. She's a robot. I don't know. It's less scary that way. Don't let the swarm hear me say that though, because they would get mad. I froze up when Bae read my chat, allowed my chat message. No, no. Bear, I'll give you 2 options. Say hi to Olivia, or I'll find someone to make Mudskippers group kissing you art. I don't think that you can find anyone to make that art, so I'm willing to call your bluff, Blake. I don't think that... No! No! Why do I have to say hello to Olivia? I literally ran into Olivia and she says thank you. I had to listen to Olivia thank me, of all people. Me? No, ma'am. I don't even deserve a thank you. Just say it. Just be like, oh, hi, Flumpkins, and ignore me. Blake, there's something wrong with you. I just come to TwitchCon and I've had that same sentiment most of the time. You said hi to me, though. I'm pretty sure I got a hug from you. I think. I'm trying to remember. I think I did hug you. I'm pretty sure. The Snoop raid was legendary. Fuufie! Shout out to my boy Fuufie. I did. I tried very hard. Listen, the thing is, I don't even, I don't remember anybody standing out as being, awkward or weird. I think everybody, we were all the same level of, scared. I wish I could go to TwitchCon. You should go to TwitchCon. I'm kind of nervous, though. Oh, my God. Okay, I don't care about your political affiliation, so don't tell me about it, because otherwise I'll time you out. I don't give a fuck. Can you guys believe the fucking airports right now? Have you guys seen the videos? Dude, I want to go to TSA, or I want to go to TwitchCon, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through TSA to get to TwitchCon. Dude, go look it up. I was actually in shock. The line to get into the airport wraps around the parking garage. I think the worst ones that I saw was Atlanta, Philly. There's another one that I saw. Will pre-check do anything? So the problem is, people who work for TSA aren't getting paid. So the people that are coming in are literally working for free. And they will not get paid for this in the future. I mean, they might eventually, it depends. But right now, as of right now, you're working under the assumption that you will not get paid for this in the future. So there's maybe for these big giant airports, there's maybe 2 TSA officers working. Again, unpaid, with the assumption that in the future they still will not get paid for this. There will be no... Yeah, New Orleans was the other one that I saw. New Orleans, thank you, Sousa. That was the other one. It's crazy. So I want to go to TwitchCon, but I don't even know if that's going to be an option. Uno, you don't even know what you're saying. TSA is on strike, you absolute freaking dingus. That's why they're not going to work. Don't they get back pay? The assumption right now, people that are working right now are not going to get paid for this. That is the assumption they are rolling with. As of right now. So the people who are showing up expect to not get paid. I bet there's going to be like something is going to reward the people that are still showing up. I'm sure. But right now, I mean, I don't know, Frisian. I have no idea. Like, seriously, I mean this very genuinely. I don't care about your politics, so if you decide to be political about this, I'm going to time you out. This is what I read. This is not expected to stop until the next election, supposedly, which happens in November. So, TwitchCon is in October. There is a genuine possibility that if this does not get figured out before when people are saying that it will be, that might not even be an option. I have no idea. Don't think it's a problem anymore. I mean, as of this morning, no, it is still a problem. As of this morning, it is still a problem. Drive there. I live on the East Coast. TwitchCon is on the West Coast. I don't think I could drive there even if I wanted to. I don't have a good enough car. I drive a very old car. My car is literally just about as old as I am. But yeah, so it's really up in the air if it's gonna get fixed or not. With these gas prices, heck no. Why not rent a car? You can't take cars across state lines right now. For a lot, I mean, I'm sure there's some exceptions, but that's another thing. People were like, well, just drive. If you have rented a car, you can't take it across state lines right now. And also, yeah, rentals are expensive. What if we pick you up and drive you there like ET? On a car or on a bike? Floating in the air? I don't know if I can pedal that long. Put a car out the road. Yeah, so like we're fricked, you guys. I don't even know if we can go to TwitchCon. You just sit in the basket. Oh, okay. There's an Amtrak line that connects east to west coast. You can take U-Haul. Okay, I'm gonna drive in one of those big U-Hauls that has the air ride seats to TwitchCon. Yeah, I mean, I guess the best option is probably gonna be a train. But still, you guys, it's like, isn't it like a 4-day trip across the US on train? Three-day? Dude. Even if there is a strike, you show up 10 hours before at the airport. How is that reasonable for like 90% of Americans? What if you have work the day before? I mean, obviously I'm a content creator. I can work from anywhere for like editing videos and posting them and stuff. But like people who have kids, you're really gonna take your kids to the airport 10 hours early? That's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Show up 3 days before. Yeah. If you have kids, you now have kids that you have 10 hours that you have to, you know, what if you have an infant? That's crazy. That's the worst, actually. What if you have a dog? What if you are traveling with a cat, a dog? You're gonna make them sit in a crate for that long? In their little travel crates? They have some dog relief areas. How are you gonna go with the dog relief area when you're standing in line to get into the airport? Through TSA. You cannot have your animal roaming about while you're standing in line. I mean, you can stand in the dog relief area for as long as you want, but that doesn't mean you're in line. So the only TwitchCon you can go is TwitchCon EU. Well, Blake, that would work if I lived in the EU. Yeah, I know listen, it's not, I don't have kids and I really don't, like, I'm actually of the opinion where if you have kids, it's your problem. But like the issue still stands. Like that is still a realistic issue for a lot of people. Even if I think it's like your problem, I still can empathize that it is a problem. You could take the Amtrak. Still though, how is this relatable for people who have to work? Like you can't go across the US and skip work for 3 days just because you have to go across the US. Or again, if you have kids. It's not like, it's a huge problem. They really need to get it solved. Play ahead with PTO. Yeah, I mean, do you want to waste all your PTO for that? Sure, I guess. It's just not fair. It's obviously it's an issue, but it's just not fair. Like it's affecting a lot of people. They really need to figure it out. Like ASAP need to figure it out. You need to book a week of vacation before your actual vacation so you can get through the airport. NYC TwitchCon best solution once again. Yeah. So over 3K for a private room on a train. Oh my god. Move TwitchCon to your backyard. I don't know if I can fit that many people in my backyard. It's just a huge problem. So that what I'm saying though is I'm really scared of doing TwitchCon this year. I'm kind of sad because I feel like it might not be doable regardless. Just because of like all the airport issues right now. Like I'm really gonna struggle, honestly, if I have to stand in line for 10 hours to the airport. That's kind of something that I actually probably can't do. That room must come with a private hot tub and a full service bar. Hopefully, you don't know that, kind of. That's the problem. You don't know. You're not clairvoyant. None of us are. So I kind of just have my fingers crossed because I really hope that by the time TwitchCon rolls around, it is solved. But if it's not, I don't know. Think about the money you'll be saving if you skip it. Yeah, but I'll be sad because I want to see my flumpkins. You need to get the airport tickets early if you want to save some money, but you don't have the problems can be solved by then. That's another big issue. I'm gonna be working anyway, but I hope you get to go. Thank you. I also hope I can get to go. I love seeing the flumpkins. That's the thing. I want to go, but I cannot. Me and myself and I, especially at the health that I'm at right now, like I kind of have noticed like a decline in like my own health. I don't even know, like right now, as of right now, like I would not be able to stand in an airport for 10 hours. Especially like you wouldn't be able, unless you're like going with another person. If you have to get up out of line to like go pee or something, like you lose your spot unless someone's willing to, and you're not supposed to, by the way, you're not supposed to, like if you're going by yourself, because I would be traveling by myself this time. I can't ask the person next to me to watch my bags. They're not supposed to do that. So like you have to hope that by the time you get back, the person in front of you or behind you would be like, oh yeah, this is their spot. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't even go, if you're traveling by yourself, you couldn't do for like a bathroom break. You have to stand there like a champ for 10 hours. I don't think I could do that. I can't even like get through. It's right now I like struggle even to like wash my hair in the bathroom. And that's just by myself washing my own hair. I don't know. I just don't think I could do it. Why are you going alone? Because I'm Fuufie J Bear. And the people who live near me that are my friends that want to go don't want to go this year. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't want any type of political stuff at all. Please keep your Keep your politicalisms to yourself. I do not. I really... The mark of someone who can't keep politics out of something, to talk around it, shows you're very unintelligent. I realize it's part of the problem, but there's a way to talk about things that talking around that is a problem. I don't care about anyone's politics, and I literally... Nothing could make me drier than talking about politics with Twitch chat. Unfortunately. Let's do a transatlantic cruise. Yeah, that would be fun. Frick you, Varden. Go to airport in a wheelchair? I mean, I don't have one. I would have to... I guess I'm gonna rent one. The thing is, airplanes aren't very, like, friendly with that kind of stuff. Time to kidnap Kato. Kato doesn't want to go. My only politics I care about are McDonald's versus Burger King in my area. They fight over new commercial space. That's good. That's a good view to have. They'll call it a matter of national security and force TSA back to work. You can't force someone to work for free. That's called slavery. 3ZRA, thank you so much for the follow. Mwah, thank you. I used a walking stick to get on board first. Well. Relinquish all. What the Excel, what the frick? I'm scared. Hi, Sir Chimson. I'm scared. Stop sitting on people. We must invent teleportation technology for our wife. I wish that was a thing. Military has to do it almost every year. Most military, aren't they on contract anyways? They're getting paid. What's not clicking? They're getting paid. That's the really big issue. The fact that you're meant to do a job and you're not going to get paid for it. And they don't provide you with the airport does not provide the people in TSA with free housing. So it's like you couldn't even argue that they're getting some type of perk. There's nothing. They are working for free, doing nothing. At all. Not during shutdowns. I'm just gonna assume you don't know what you're talking about. I should have stopped showing up to a job when I'm not getting paid. Yeah, per most people, yes. You can't, unfortunately, you guys, or fortunately, I guess some of you probably, judging by what you just said, wish that slavery was still a thing, but no. Slavery is not a thing anymore. You do actually have to pay people for them to work. Still.
On time.
Good night, Excel.
Good night, my top bear wife. Good night, flumpers. On.
The issue with military is you won't get paid for 1 or 2 months, then you get back pay. Yeah, you're still getting paid. Yeah, okay. You're still getting paid though. These people will be working with the assumption they won't even be getting the back pay. That's why they're not going. Hi, Gary. Good night, Excel. Mwah, mwah. I prefer the term indentured servitude. Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. That's the issue. Gary Blocks, thank you so much for the follow. Mwah. Government did not pay the military during last shutdown. Well, then guess what? I really wouldn't expect them to show up to work. How's that? Really wouldn't expect them to. I do kind of agree that people should get paid if you ask them to do work. I did a bunch of free overtime, though it's really not the same. I mean, it could be. Are you an alpha male? I am. I'm bald as fuck. I'm not American. I have no stake in this game. I mean, if you have to travel to America at all, you kind of will, because you'll be in the same position then. You'll have to use American airports. Although, I mean, the issue is kind of lessened, though, for, that's called AWOL, and it is a crime. Yeah, it's okay. I think we're at that point. We'll talk in 15 minutes if you want. If not, it's cool. I'm done trying to... I don't know, I'm just over it. Zaders, I'm so proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Guys, don't you know that if you're not getting paid at all by the government and you have a job and you refuse to do it because you're working under the assumption that you're not going to get paid at all, not even back pay, don't you know that refusing to do a job and just being a slave is considered a crime? The contract exists. By the way, the contract exists. The thing is, they have to hold up their end of the deal, which is you get paid. And if they're not doing that, the contract is void. Welcome to how the world works. Slavery is illegal. Yes. You're very fortunate that there are people out there that believe that they're going to get paid eventually for this, or they don't care that they're not getting paid and they're still going to do their jobs. Just so you know. You're very lucky. It's the only thing saving those people is their sense of duty, because you would not, under any circumstance, really suffer any consequences for their end of the bargain not being held up and you being told in uncertain terms you will not get paid in no uncertain terms, and then being expected to work is slavery. For realsies. The contract goes both ways, my friend. Both ways. Anyways, yeah, the issue is, like, anyone traveling to the US is going to deal with this, but the problem, I saw that was really funny. This did make me laugh. There was, you do get paid when there's a shutdown. It's just back pay. Yeah, the TSA is being told there is not going to be any back pay, June. That's why they're not working. They're being told there will be no back pay. You will not get paid in the future for the work you do now. At all. That's why they're not showing up. And they shouldn't. Yeah. No one's arguing that they shouldn't, June. That's why I'm saying, how could you be mad? Hi, Wedge. The entire portion of working for someone, even on, like, the sense of, like, back pay, you're still getting paid. It's just not right now. Yes. This is the entire issue, is imagine going to work and then being told, by the way, you will not get paid for any of this, not even in the future. That's why they're not showing up. That's why this issue exists. Us folks in the military weren't getting paid. Banks were stepping in to fill the void. No one wants to step in to fill the... Listen, the issue is the TSA people have an extremely unlikable job, so I doubt really anyone's going to even step in and be like, we'll do it. No. 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 So that's the issue. But I saw on TikTok this girl earlier. She was going to the airport like super early, and she went to the Albuquerque airport. By the way, show of hands, who's been to the Albuquerque airport? Oh, none of you? Yeah, like most people in the United States have never been to the Albuquerque airport. And she's like, guys, I got through so fast. Yeah, you and the 5 other people that use the airport on a monthly basis, babe. What do you mean? That one made me laugh. It was really cute. She's like, guys, I came here 6 hours early and I have 4 hours left because it didn't take me that long to get through TSA. What are you guys talking about? She was really cute. She was way older too. Like, you could tell, like, she was just very confused. It was cute. What do you mean this airport in the middle of nowhere has no one in it? Yeah. Zaders, the thing is though, the thing is, even if it's crazy fast, there's no one showing up to work TSA. Or maybe one person. So what normally takes like 30 people to run fast has nobody. Or one person. The one in New Orleans I heard only had 2 people. Yeah, so while it's insanely fast when it's working correctly, there's nobody there for it to work correctly. CNN reported that Atlanta airport has never run better. Oh, well, that's so good. I'm glad that the airport is actually working. That's very good. Maybe they'd be better put there then. Maybe that's what we needed. The solution would be make TSA obsolete as a whole. Easy. Follow me for a more efficient solution. I think even when I was in the Spain airport, they still had TSA. I think. Right? I feel like everywhere has it. That's not even just a US issue. I will say though, I was kind of surprised. I went through the Gatwick airport, London Gatwick, and I was really surprised because they did, you know how like the US has full body scanners? Gatwick had a metal detector and that was it. And it was really old. Everything was like white plastic, but at that point it was so old it was literally yellow, and like the whole room was just bathed in yellow light. It was kind of horrifying. That I was kind of shocked about that. And honestly, like they barely look through your stuff. I've been to Albuquerque, but never the airport. I don't know. I was just really shocked. It was so different from the US airports. It's the same for the other airports in the UK. That's I guess because they really only have to worry about like knives and stuff, don't they? London Stansted is the worst airport I've been to by a mile. When I went through the London airport, because it was Easter, they didn't even have anybody there for the customs. I still to this day I don't know if I left the airport illegally or not. Nobody said anything to me, but there was nobody at customs, so I just kept walking. I never went through customs at the London airport. I don't know. Maybe I went the wrong way. No one said anything to me. Maybe if I ever try to go back, they're gonna like arrest me and be like, you got into the country illegally. I don't know. We have body scanners and scanners that allow you to bring fluids now. In the UK, I'm telling you, all I went through was like a one of those ones that you go through like to go through a store. Like just a random ass metal detector. That was it. Denmark. Oh. I had my stuff searched once in the US. Forgotten a Diet Coke in there. Oh! And they probably treated you like you were gonna blow up the whole frickin' plane, huh? The airports here in Scotland aren't too bad. We're a small country, so the airports aren't that busy. Don't you guys have a lot of tourism, though? I feel like I hear 20 million people go to Scotland every year. Everyone's like, my trip to Scotland, my trip to Scotland. I feel like you guys have a lot of tourism. It's kind of funny hearing all this. I might be the only one here that's never been on a plane. I went on my very first plane. No. 5 years ago. I think. I've never been on a plane. My very first plane ever, I went to Florida. That was interesting. I've never been to Florida, so I didn't realize, like, I remember going to the airport. I was like really scared. I was like, oh my God, I've never been to Florida. I'm so scared. And it was just me and my friend. I was so shocked when we left the doors. The air was so, it was really dark out. So I was expecting it to be cold, but the air when we went outside was so humid and warm. I had never ever since then, seriously, never experienced anything like that ever. I haven't gone back to Florida. I'd like to, but I was so shocked. I was expecting it to be cold. And it was so warm and humid. I liked it. The beaches were really nice. I got a killer sunburn while I was there though. But I stayed at a really nice luxury hotel, so that was a lot of fun. Our view wasn't the greatest, but we paid a lot for that room. It was very expensive. My sunburn was awful. Swamp Kitty. Who's Swamp Kitty? Weather there's always been great. Yeah, it was okay. I liked it, but I wouldn't like it all the time. It was really humid, really muggy. I didn't like that. I think it'd be fun for like a vacation, but living there, I think I'd be fucking miserable. I hate muggy. You need to go in the winter? I think I went during September. Is when I went. I even went in the ocean. Only ever dry heat. I live summers are humid. I hate sticky heat. I don't know what you mean about dry heat in Florida, dude. It was so muggy. I'm telling you, like, I felt the condensation form on my eyeballs. It was crazy. I didn't grow up in Florida. Oh, wait. Oh, I grew up where there was only ever dry heat. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. I was like, it's crazy that you think that Florida's dry heat. Holy shit, it was not. It was the opposite. September's still really hot. You gotta go towards December and it's really nice. I spent like pretty much all my time in the ocean though. Seriously, because it had like its own private beach, the hotel we stayed at, so we were just in the ocean the whole time. I really liked it. A lot. I had a lot of fun. I wouldn't like to live there though, but it was fun just for like to visit. Okay, we are now 2 hours into stream and I still haven't watched a video. I wanted to play Alien Isolation. Do you have a question of the day? Like a question that I'll ask you? Or a question you ask me. To us. How was your day? Is that good? I don't know. Hi, Degrim. Too easy. Oh, what, do you want like a math problem? I don't know. What do you want me to ask? My back hurt. I'm sorry about your back. Nah. I don't know. I thought I left my teaching days behind. I don't have questions. My day is ass. I'm fighting this fucking Victorian child to get off the fucking chimney. Varded. My allergies are killing me. I think that might be my problem too. I think it might be allergies. My knee hurt. Well, maybe stop running on it. Varded, stop growling at people. Stop growling, Varded. Stop it. Good until some asshole threw his drink on me from his car while I was on a walk. Why? Did you cut him off or something? Or did you just look thirsty? That's fucked up. What happened? Why? Just because? I really can't go on with my day until I know why this guy threw his drink at you. What happened? What was it? What kind of drink even was it? Except how much we earn monthly. You want me to ask how much you... Oh, you don't want me to ask that. Okay. I thought maybe you were trying to brag. I'm like, if you wanted to tell us how much you make, you could just tell us. It's okay. You don't have to ask me to ask you. Just go ahead. It's okay. It was just Red Bull. Pico, did you throw the drink at Sir Chimpson? Please answer my question, Sir Chimpson. I really want to know. Why? No reason. You just threw what I think was milk on me. That was cum. That guy threw cum at you. That's disgusting. Did he know you were there? Hacks Angel, thank you for the follow. Mwah. He came on him. Was it a cop? Uno, why are cops throwing milk? You know what? Maybe it was. Maybe it was a cop. Maybe cops are just out here throwing milk at people. I don't know. He aimed at me. What did you do to him? Why would someone waste their milk on you? I hope no one else gets cum thrown at them. Me too. Why is someone wasting their milk throwing it at you? That's so dumb. You had to have done, you flipped this guy off. There's no way. What happened? Nothing? I can't believe this. You should, was there any like businesses around? You should see if they can get the security footage. See, I'm too crazy though, because find me that video, Undo. I'm too crazy though. Like me, I would just assume like that's fucking acid or something. Like I'm just too used to people being like actually unhinged and crazy. I'd be like, yep, someone just threw acid at that guy. Call the police. Immediately. What's wrong, Undo? Did I catch you in a lie? A dude yorked on the front window of a pharmacy I used to work at. That's fucked up. He was taking a dump on his lawn. Yeah, I need to know! Why can't sword carrying become normal again?
Sorry, bear wife, but I have to go off early
Good night,
tonight.
Susie. Nah.
Good night, bear wife. Good night, Flumpkins kiss.
Probably because they're kind of like big and cumbersome, and also like it's kind of like I mean, it always was illegal back in the olden days to kill someone with a sword, but I feel like it's extra illegal now because like they're gonna know who did it, you know? It was always illegal, but you just really couldn't get caught back then because like who's gonna know that it was you? Nobody. Sword carrying is illegal everywhere, I think. Yeah. I carry a sword, I just don't want to be the only one. Okay. Not in Texas. No, I think it's illegal everywhere to kill someone. I'm pretty sure. I can't really think of anywhere where it's not actually legal to kill someone. I think. Right? Name one place. Hi, Owen. Welcome in. Well, to kill someone, yes. Yeah! It's legal on Pluto. I don't think anyone lives on Pluto. There are too many videos and mostly news is about the drink throwing cops. Do they do it because I don't want to watch your video on stream, I'm sorry. Do they do it? I was just saying it's actually funny to Undo because he just says the most random shit. And the kid, like, he's like, oh, I don't know actually. I just heard it once. Did they do something? Like, were they being ignorant or like, what's the ish? They're just like walking to people throwing drinks on them? It's legal in Yellowstone National Park. I thought it technically was not legal there. It's just that it's a pain in the dick because it doesn't belong to any county. But I think if someone was murdered there, they would figure it out pretty fast. It's just that nobody has been murdered there, so like they just didn't know how to prosecute it, I thought. I mean, if it's legal in Yellowstone Park, I'm gonna start inviting my enemies to Yellowstone Park and just killing them there. You know? Carrying swords was legalized in Texas? That's fun. Yeah. And now that I've said it, now you'll know. Oh, this Fuufie J Bear once said on stream that she would start killing her enemies in Yellowstone. Somehow my enemy gets murdered in Yellowstone, it wasn't even me. I believe also cruise ships. See, I think that these aren't like murder's still illegal. It's just because they don't know who should be prosecuting it. But like someone will prosecute. It's just a pain in the dick to figure out who's prosecuting. Like everyone fights over it. They were driving an unmarked car throwing drinks at random residents in Louisville. Oh my god, that's crazy! What the fuck? What was wrong with him? Is he just an asshole, or like was he having like a schizophrenic moment? What's his ish? Do it in state lines in a jurisdictional dead zone so you can't get a jury or your peers. Yeah, they would just prosecute you in a different way though. That's the thing. They will, since you're utilizing loopholes, they will also utilize loopholes. I mean, if you really want to kill someone in Yellowstone, you could do it. All I'm saying is don't expect to get away with it. That's all I have to say. I can't stop you from killing someone in Yellowstone, but I can tell you that you're probably not going to get away with it. Not in the way that you think you are. Yeah. This is a joke. It's not a joke. I can't stop you from killing someone if you really want to. I can ask you not to, but I can't stop you. Yeah. Skip state prosecution and go straight to federal. Yeah. Which I think that's what happens on cruise ships. Because wasn't there somebody... There was like some lady, her name's Amy something, who was on a cruise ship and she ended up going missing on the cruise ship and no one's been able to find her since then. It's been years. This lady's been missing on a cruise ship for literally years. And like there's like sensors on cruise ships that can like detect if someone falls off, and like none of the sensors went off, so that in their professional opinion, that woman should technically still be on board. But she's been missing for years. And I'm pretty sure it was the FBI that was investigating. So I do think that they just, if no one can figure out who's supposed to take it, FBI is just like, well, it's ours now. Accidents always happen. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they believed it was the band that was working on the ship. There was like a band that they had that was playing in the bars and stuff. And that was one of the last people she was seen with. She like went to go with one of the people from the band. And they believe at some point she was taken off the ship. But they can't prove how. So she's just been like MIA for years. I'm pretty sure her name was Amy. She might have been a CIA informant who disappeared. Uno, I love the way you think. My phone died mid-sentence, but I promise I didn't do anything to warrant getting cum thrown on me. I need the videos. Go if there's like a place around there that like a business or something, ask them if they have it caught on video. I need to know. Well, that's terrifying, right? Like a cruise ship seems like somewhere that you definitely can't go missing. But someone did. They don't know where she went. I guess there's been a lot of quote-unquote sightings of her. Somebody truly believes that she was kidnapped and sold into prostitution. And like somebody swore that he was a cop that went on vacation or something, and he was doing sex tourism somewhere, and he swears that she asked him for help, but he was too embarrassed to like actually get her any help, because then he would have had to yeah, she was pretty cute. Like he would have had to like tell people that he was doing sex tourism, and he would have lost his job. So he waited until he retired to finally say something. And I'm pretty sure that's like the most credible story they have for where she is now. But it's still not like 100%. Human trafficking happens on cruise ships like an unbelievable amount. That's crazy! That's insane to me. What does feeling have to do with literally anything? What? How does it have to do with anything of what I just said? Also, please read my rules. Don't bring up any VTubers unless I bring them up first. Even if it's like a good or bad thing, unless I bring them up first, please don't bring them up. Want to go into a cruise? No, and now you're gonna sell me to people. Cruise ships are like a war zone. That's so crazy, because like it's in the middle of the ocean. There's a million cameras on those things. That sounds like attention seeking, but if it isn't, jail. What? The fact that that girl went missing on a cruise ship? Dude, she's been missing for years. I don't think attention seeking means that this lady is going to be missing for years. I want to go on a cruise really bad. I said I wanted to do a Flumpkin cruise, but I thought it would be weird to plan. People would accuse me of doing gross things. It was since 1993 according to Google. Oh, you did look it up? I don't remember what her name was. I've just seen a lot of like deep dive videos about her, and I'm pretty sure her first name was Amy. But yeah, there's only like one super credible sighting. It's only credible because the guy was a cop, but let's be honest, he was doing sex tourism. So he could have been like that. You commit one crime, what's not to say you're fucking off your ass on coke or something, and you're just making shit up at that point, or like you know what I mean? So it's like, how can we trust that this guy who's committing one crime isn't like high on fucking crack, being like, yeah, I saw her. I'm talking about the cop. I mean, maybe, but the thing is, to come out about something like that after your retirement, it kind of like puts a bad mark on all the work you did previously as a cop. You know what I mean? So he kind of like ruined his reputation to say it. You know? So I don't know. It's hard. I hope that they find that girl. I mean, at this point, people said that like she's kind of too old to be still working in that field. Like she's too old. So it would be unfortunate, but like it's not like they let you go to retirement. They usually just, nobody can like squeal about your operation if they're just not alive anymore. So it's kind of like accepted that if that guy did see her and she was being like forced into that lifestyle, they probably at this point have already like removed her from the possible witness list, which is crazy. It's crazy. Were they a reporter? They were a former police officer. They came forward after retirement. Scrutiny can happen for all the cases he worked on. I mean, he might have been a good cop. He might not have done anything crazy like that. But the thing is, yeah, this guy was an upstanding cop, but he went on sex tourism and fucked a lot of people who were potentially mostly there against their will. Like it puts a big damper on all of the work that he already did, because it's like, yeah, he did all this great stuff, but he did this. So yeah, I don't know. Being part of some golf yard or something. Yeah. It's sad. I don't know. I think that I mean, that was a long time ago. That was like 20 plus years ago, right? I think that I would like to think that cruise ships are a little safer now. We're gonna afford a jet and make it to TwitchCon. Woohoo! I think that I would hope that now they're probably a little bit safer, but who knows? Ha ha ha. Stop scaring me. Stop scaring me. I feel like now it has to be safer. It has to be, right? There's no way it's not. Don't scare me. Stop. It's safer. In my head, it's safer. I don't care. Imagine a private charter flight just for Flumpkins. Flump Air. That would be very cute and I would like it a lot. Sure. Man. Can't have shit on planet Earth. It's safe up until it isn't. It is scary to think about, though. Genuinely. Like, there are people on planet Earth who were, like, born into these worlds, like, these secret underground worlds of, like, corruption, and they die there. And that's their entire existence. Isn't it crazy? And they probably have, they probably have never even been accounted for. Like, there's no census with their name on it. They probably never been to a hospital. They've lived their lives like this, their whole lives. It's kind of scary when you think about it. Like, we're lucky we did not end up like that. I was once almost kidnapped by some Asian woman at a cruise when I was a bebe. How, though? How do they think they're gonna get away with this on a cruise ship? We live in a society. We do. As a woman, this stuff scares me. I have one freaky story personally. I think the scariest story that I ever have, it was back when I was feral. And I was playing by a body of water, and there was this person who they drove, like, they were in a big truck, and they drove up to me, and they rolled their window down, and they started to talk to me. And I was still, obviously, this was when I was feral, so I was in, like, 4th, 5th grade. And they were, like, asking me a bunch of questions, and I got scared, so I, like, started to run away further into the woods. And they never followed me, but they sat there for a while, and I was, like, watching them, waiting for them to leave. And when I went home, I told my mom about it, and she was like, "That's weird, honey," and then never brought it up again. But I always thought to myself, like, the questions that he was asking was stuff like, where do you live? What's your name? Where do you go to school? Like, just asking me, like, too many questions, and I was kind of scared of him, so I just, like, booked it into the woods. And he idled there for a really long time and didn't get out of the car, and I really think he was just waiting for me to come back out. But I never saw him again after that. If it's an acquaintance, I won't, because it's a bit odd. Well, I don't know who this guy was. Still to this day, I have no idea who this man was. I don't really know why you'd also ask. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. But he just idled there for a super long time, and I was just waiting for him to leave. Trust me, Zayners, if I knew him, I would have said, yeah, a guy that I knew, but I did not know him, because that would make the story way less creepy if I knew him. Stay feral. No, don't stay feral. Become indoor. Love indoor. I miss the Kochi days when you could run outside until the streetlights came on. Didn't need to worry much about strangers. That is the opposite of what was happening back in those days, friend. That was prime serial killer kitty diddler time. What do you mean? What do you mean? That was just a time when you knew less. That was not a time when it happened less. That was a time when you knew less. It was worse back then. You just didn't know about it. Yeah. No cameras back then to, like, pick it up. Kidnapping was rampant but less reported due to technology differences. Yeah, that's why it felt like less, because even though it was not less. Ew. Even though it was not less, it was just as much. Back when you were a kid, it was worse. You had no idea. Sometimes less is more. Listen. I've talked about this before. People got mad at me. But that, like, back when if you were, like, back in the day, back when you were a kid back in the day, was the golden age of serial killing. Just enough technology, just not enough technology. Golden era of serial killing. It was a real thing. Doesn't exist anymore. Too many cameras, too much technology, like, too much everything. The golden age. You can get mad at me. You could be like, oh, Fuufie Bear, you're weird for saying this. I don't care. I don't wish it would come back. I'm just saying it's not a thing anymore. Obviously, you can still be a serial killer, but it's way harder and it's way different. You can't go around leaving, like, little messages for the police now. You know what I mean? They're gonna eat that up. They'll be like, oh, this printer was made in this year, and it uses this ink, and it only is sold at this place, and they keep a full list in their credit card only. Like, they're gonna connect all the dots. You're not getting away with nothing, buddy. Nothing. Back then, though, that's what the guy called the Zodiac Killer. He got off lucky. I hear the Zodiac Killer is supposedly solved. But the guy's dead. But I hear supposedly it's been solved. One of my favorite things, well, not favorite, you know what I mean. One of my favorite things about serial killers is that a lot of them only stop because they were brought in for a different crime and they were never connected. That's how some serial killers have even been caught. Because maybe they were put away for some type of crime and they stopped serial killing, so the body stopped rolling in and they were like, oh, he's dormant, maybe something happened. And it like perfectly lines up with this guy's stint in prison. And he like makes one little mistake and that's how they put the stuff together. Like that is some of the craziest stuff. Killed 50 people, went to jail for check fraud. Yeah. No, it's a real thing though. Seriously. It's a real thing. I don't know. It's last check, the killer is still at large. Yeah, it hasn't been officially solved. Like, it can't go to trial or anything because the guy's dead. But I think I remember reading something about that. Like, there's no way to prove it anymore. You can't ask him because he's fucking dead. But they have like a pretty good idea of who it was. Yeah. But obviously when someone's dead, you can't charge them with murder. So it's like it's never going to be closed because you can't charge a dead person. You can't dig up the corpse and make them sit in court. Sometimes put your DNA in a database once you're arrested. Yeah, but that is now. Back then, seriously, golden age of serial killing, Undo. They didn't have stuff like DNA back then. So they weren't able to put 2 and 2 together because they couldn't use DNA. Testimony from corpses is inadmissible. It was a bit shocking to learn that I grew up with a serial killer. Wait, what? One of my teachers in high school was a pedophile. I feel like most people have that story of a teacher being a pedophile. But don't worry, he didn't like little girls, he liked little boys. I was safe. It's fucked up, dude. What can you do other than laugh? He killed 3 or 4 girls, Sally. That's crazy, Frisian. Yeah, don't worry, I wasn't his type. It's true, I had one in mind. Yeah, I feel like every school has a pedophile. It's like a requirement. They're like, they like the state comes to like check the school out, and they're like, and just make sure you're meeting your pedophile quota. You have at least 1 pedophile teaching here. Okay, good. It's like a requirement. He used an anime club. That's crazy. What do you mean everyone has a teacher like that? Ask around, dude. I bet you there's one teacher where you went to school. At some point, there was a pedophile working there. I bet. Seriously. Blake, don't talk to Varden like that. I hope you're wrong about this one. Dude, the amount of... You would be shocked. The amount of teachers that have been arrested for pedophilia and pedophile related things, there's probably about 1 for each school in the US. I guarantee. The purpose of the pedophile within the school ecosystem is to create intrigue and conflict. It's crazy. That's why a lot of them get these jobs though, because they want access to kids. That's a thing. Unfortunately. The only one I know of for my school was the other kids. Oh my god. Not at my school, but other schools in the area. See? You had a lady pedophile? I feel like those are rare and scary. That's freaky. In the US, people tend to believe teachers over students. Uno, do you live in the US? Can I make a dark joke? No, I'm scared. Yeah, listen, if you're trying to fucking catch a bear, you'll set up a honey trap. Duh. So they're gonna go to where the honey is. It just makes sense. There are 3 pedophiles in my high school. Oh my god! They all got arrested? Did they know about each other, or was it just a coincidence? Two got busted, 1 got away with it. How do you get away with it? No, I didn't have a dark joke. It was Blake that said it, Uno. Also, no, teachers are not trusted over kids. If you make an accusation of pedophilia, they will take that shit so quickly. They will not play around with that. We did have a pedo classmate? That's horrific. Oh my god. How? I don't even want to know, actually. Never mind, don't tell me. Statute of limitations. That doesn't even make sense. Or the evidence is weak. Yeah. That one sounds kind of unbelievable. I worked with somebody who... Do you guys know those, like, amateur people? They go around... They go, like, into chat rooms. Yeah, there's... I don't think there is one for pedophilia. Or if it is, no. I think the crime of assaulting a human being, but having in your possession, there is... As long as it's in your possession, there is no statute of limitations for it being in your possession. Like, even if you have, like, stuff that proves you haven't accessed it in 10 years, if it's still in your possession, it's in your possession. You know what I mean? I don't think you can get that kind of stuff. But, like, I think a physical assault, there is still statute of limitations on it. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just the possession of stuff, though. Even if you have, like, a computer record to say, well, he hasn't accessed it in 10 years. Like, that doesn't count. It's still in your possession, so they can still get you on that. But wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Good kind what? Wait, what did I say? Why'd you guys type the exact same thing with almost the exact same question marks? Oh, good kind of assault. Oh. Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. No. Okay, wait. Do you guys know about the people that, like, they go on chat rooms and they try to, like, bust people? So, like, it's, like, random ass people. They make YouTube videos and they, like, talk to people on chats, and then they, like, try to meet up with them and they record it. I worked with a girl who, her brother did that. Her brother got caught in chat rooms and it went up on YouTube and everyone was talking about it. He ended up getting arrested because of it. Yeah, the Chris Hansen wannabes. He ended up getting arrested, and because... So technically, obviously, he didn't... It's really tough to prosecute these kinds of cases, because technically they didn't do anything illegal. You are an adult. So they're talking to you, and they're meeting up with who they think is a minor, but it's really hard to prosecute that, because even though it sounds like it's a crime, there's a million and one ways to have a lawyer talk you out of that. So, like, it's really hard to prosecute those cases. But it does give them reasonable suspicion to search your property. And 9 times out of 10, somebody who's talking to little kids, quote unquote little kids, people they think are little kids on the internet, end up having some type of like stuff for it. So that's how they get you. So they ended up searching his computer and he had like loads of CP, like loads of it. So that's what they ended up actually charging him with. They didn't charge him with anything to do with that. I mean, I think they tried, but they didn't like actually get any crimes off on it. Like they let him go on that, but that he did get absolutely nailed to the wall with having like material. So it's really weird. They technically honestly do a lot of good, but the ones that beat people up do not do any good because obviously they're just beating people up. They're committing assault themselves. So they just kind of film themselves doing a crime. Even if they think that they're in the right, they film themselves doing a crime. But yeah, this guy, he did it normally. He ended up like following him home and everything, and like it's crazy. It was crazy. Was that the guy that had material in his possession to help trick offenders? Wait, what does that even mean? If you're asking if the guy that got that guy caught had material, to my knowledge, no. He just told him that he was a young boy and he wanted to meet up with him. And so he meets up at the spot where they're supposed to meet up at, but it's a grown-ass man with a camera, and he's like, hey buddy, you're a friggin' pervert. And then he prints out all the chat logs of this guy like saying what he wants to do to a supposedly underage person, and that's how they get the warrant to look at this guy's computer. I wish these kinds of criminals are punished harder though. Yeah. But yeah, he ended up getting arrested. It was a huge big deal where I was from, and she was like crying every day at work about it, and I was like, why are you crying? And she's like, it's just not fair. I did not like that woman. I really, really, really hated her. Really hated her. She's like, it's gonna ruin our Christmas. Because it happened around Christmas. It's gonna ruin our Christmas. You're ruining my ability to fucking have a good day, bitch. Her brother got off easy. No, he's in jail. He did not get off easy. He got off exactly how he should have gotten off. In prison. Getting beaten up by other people. For sure. Not fair? Not fair? Yeah. Hi, Trav. It's kind of crazy what people do. I don't know. I don't think I would be able... I would be terrified that if I, like, met up... What do you mean, I guess, Zaders? This guy's literally getting beat up by people in prison every day. That's a pretty good outcome for me, in my opinion. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt that she was distraught about learning about him, but it's not fair. Yeah, she was saying it wasn't like the police have no case because the way that they got into his computer, the way they got the warrant was technically faulty because no real crime was committed. That's what she kept saying. She's like, the issue with the guy being a quote-unquote child, he was a grown man, so no crime was committed, so they didn't really have any reason to go through his computer in the first place. I know. Good luck. Good luck. Consider he got off before hurting any kid directly, as far as we know. Yeah, there's no way to prove it. The thing is, she talked about how, like, he volunteered at a church. So, the issue with that statement is you actually don't know. Because he obviously would have had access where people are being trusting with their children. You know, when you bring your kid to church, you're not like standing like a hawk over everybody because they all assume everyone has good intentions. So it's like one of those things where he definitely was left alone with kids, so you have no way of knowing. Because the kid might not even say anything. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't actually kept up with it at all. After I left at that job, I was like, I am so happy to be free of this fucking bullshit. His argument is damaging to my case. Yeah, exactly. I hated that girl so much. She was so annoying. She was so annoying. It's not fair he was caught because he didn't do anything illegal. Yeah. That's what she was saying. Her argument was that the police had no reason to go through his computer because he never technically committed the crime. So she said that all of that should be moot. All the evidence they found with a faulty warrant, in her opinion, should be moot. Girl, you're crazy. The worst part of all that is just she had a kid. So it's just kind of like... Really? Really? She doesn't know how warrants are given. I mean... The horrible thing about that sentence, Zaners, is if you had the right lawyer, the right argument, in the right situation, someone could get off with that. People have gotten off with that, by the way. Just because you find evidence of a crime using a warrant, if your lawyer gets that warrant thrown out the window because it wasn't technically legal, but it was given anyways, it's happened. They have to be very, 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 very careful. It's a real thing. Oh, Igelo, Bado, thank you for the follow. Ah, thank you so much. I bought a bag of flour from a cop thinking it was coke. No crime was committed. Yeah, it has gotten people off before. So it's one of those things where, see, exactly, Eric. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to hope and pray that he doesn't get a good enough lawyer, and also that, like, I actually don't have any idea how valid the warrants are for those fake criminal guys. I would assume they printed out his chat logs. I would like to assume that him talking and fantasizing about doing that to kids was enough evidence. I like to think, but I don't know. So, who knows? Who really knows? But I should probably look it up and see how it's going. That case is going. But I've just been so happy not having to think about that awful woman and half the people that I worked with. It's been done enough times. There's probably a precedent for how they work. Hopefully, I still would worry that someone would be able with the right case. The case has to be right. That's the thing. You can't do it every single time. The case has to be just right. I'm sure someone could still do it. We need another phrase for getting off for convos like this. Or is that just my screwed mind? You might, unfortunately, be gooner pilled. I'm sorry. You might be gooner pilled. I'm sorry. It's terminal. It's terminal, Catchy. I'm so sorry. Wake up, dearie. You're dreaming. Thank you so much for the follow. Mwah. I'm sorry. It's terminal. True, Zaners. It's scary how quote-unquote justice works. It's very scary. But then again, it can be a good thing if you're actually innocent. So, I don't know. Justice is scary. I would not want that job. Not even a little bit. I would not be interested. Okay. Let's watch our video now, and then depending on... It's 9 o'clock. There's an hour left to stream. Do you guys remember when it hit 56 minutes and I said, guys, there's 56 minutes left into stream. I should watch our show, or I should watch our video. Do you remember me saying that? Why am I like this? Why can't I just stop talking? There's like something wrong with me. Time is racist to us. What? I'm a polar bear. How does that work? Okay, the good news is, you guys, we have an outdoor boys video. The bad news is, I don't think we're gonna be able to, I don't think we're gonna be able to play Alien Isolation. Damn. What the frick? That looks good to me. What the frick? I didn't actually pick out which one we're gonna watch, so we get to choose together. Because I actually didn't pick one. Procrastinators like you, Foof, are why 6 subs get banned every game. What does that even mean? That's not even my fault! Frick you! That's not even my fault! Frick you, hoe bag. Okay, I didn't pick one out to watch. You guys already know, I prefer not ones with the kiddos in it. I don't like watching dead animals. I actually don't hate fishing, but I don't want to watch fishing ones that have his kiddos in it again. Ooh, I like the idea of the remote survival cabin. That sounds kind of fun. I liked this one. I was sad that he didn't go into the hot spring more, though. Island full of whale bones and grizzly bears. Oh my god. Maybe a blacksmith one. Yeah, you're a hoe bag, Flash W7. I bought an abandoned. Oh, that one has his kids in it. It's so hard to find ones with those kids in it. Please. Cameron Hush, you always have something crazy always happen to you. What happened this time? What happened this time? Hold on, I'll do some research. I'll tell you what happened to you last time. Thank you for telling me you broke your arm again, Cameron. Cameron, how old are you? The whole point of the channel was for him to hang out with his kids. It'll be difficult. Yeah, I have a very strict opinion on content with kids in it. Whoa, spearfishing, diving, and snorkeling entire UK? That's kind of cool. Right? He broke his other arm this time. 20. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's good if you can get over the spear going through the fish. Is it? Dang. Hot tent camping in Alaska surrounded by wolves. Wait, that's scary. I tested 53 fire starting Tinders. The results may surprise you. Oh. Is it a good one? What's the box for? It's supposed to be funny, but people just randomly use it all the time, so it isn't really as funny as it could be. I feel like, whoa, my God, iguana catch and cook. Oh my God, no, ew. Stop eating them. I think we kind of, unfortunately, used up all the really good ones that don't have a shit ton of dead animals in them. This one's cool, but it's really long. Is he by himself? We could do a really long one, actually. Couldn't we? Since we have time, technically. We have a lot of time. Does it matter if we do a really long one? Yeah. We'll do this one. That was beautiful! Oh yeah, these are the types of stuff that we watch, by the way. These videos. It's time to travel and stuff. We just watch it and talk about how we'd like to go there. That's, if you were wondering. I think if I mentioned it earlier, I'm pretty sure. That was beautiful. That was a great trip. Ah, they seem to really, I guess, enjoy less touristy things. Like, I think it looks like they kind of liked to live like a local for a little bit, which is arguably like the best way to do a trip anyways. That was a great video. I loved this one a lot. That was, even though a fish got beat up, I still liked it. Even though I had to look at fish, and even though, just because I don't like fish doesn't mean I want them to get beat up, though. So just, it was for what it was good. That part, everything else, you know, yeah, fish and booze. They abuse me by being in my vicinity. I don't like looking at them. But it was a very, very, very beautiful video. Their trip was really nice. In this portion, some of the views they were hitting was actually kind of crazy. I really liked when they were like speedboating. It probably did not feel great on the stomach, but like right here. Oh no, don't do this to me.
Yeah, soldier fish. Fish, yeah, soldier fish.
Is it before this? It's just some of these backgrounds. Like, unreal how pretty it is. Actually unreal. Gorgeous. I'm very jealous now, though. Thank you guys for watching that with me. It is the water. It really is. I don't know. It's really pretty, though. I'm jealous. I want to go. I'm just so scared of fish, though. Like, the thought is exciting. I really want to go, but I don't know if I would be able to like snorkel. I'd have to stay in the boat. I would watch you snorkel. How's that sound? We're gonna book a trip there next week. Yay! I'll watch you go in the water and I'll record. Okay? I'll stay on the boat though. I don't want to go in the water. I'll show you all the cool stuff I see. Okay, that's a deal. What if you record it? No. What if you take like a camera down there and I watch it while you're down there? I'd be very afraid of swimming with all the fishes. But I'm the only one that's allowed to be afraid. You're scared of fish too? Live cam, exactly. I want like a live camera of you down there, but I don't want to be down there, but I'm watching from the top of the boat. I'll make sure you stay safe, okay? I'll watch. I'm gonna rage bait the deadly snake. How about we stay away from the snakes? Okay? We'll put you on the plastic hamster wheel. You can run on the water. Okay. I'm not afraid of fish, but I can't do being out in the ocean. That wasn't like super out in the ocean. You could still see the land, or is that even too much for you? Bat soup. Yeah, I don't even... Actually, I kind of like blocked the bat soup out of my memory. I'm gonna have to pass on the bat soup. And I'm gonna have to ask that you also pass on the bat soup. Or at least try it when I'm not there. Okay. Please. Wait, not even... Blake, you wouldn't eat the bat soup? Blake is my strangest flumpkin, by the way, food-wise. He'll eat anything. He makes the craziest food himself. It's crazy that not even Blake would try bat soup. Suit, you'll try it? Ugh. It's his dichotomy. My soup is strictly a no-bat zone. I'm sorry, I won't. I'm sorry. I'll eat with our wife. I'll even eat our wife. No. I do not speak German. No, I just have a crazy German flumpkin ratio, and I enjoy it. I enjoy boosting my Germans. Oh my god. Oh mein Gott, ich bin Fuufie und ich bin eine Bärchenfrau. Du bist Flumpkinmann. Flammenwerfer. Those are all my German words. I was trying really hard to learn German for a hot minute, but I kind of like gave up on it a little bit because I don't know, I just gave up on it. Every time I did it, people would come in and be like, what are you learning German for? Every single time. But should some bear be nearby, I can also just not eat animals. I have no issue with that. Oh, thank you, Blake. Nah. Yeah, I just like to abuse my German flumpkins, and they enjoy it, I think. I don't know. They're a special kind of flumpkin. They like being picked on. What can I say? Actually, I speak more Spanish than I speak German. But I'm trying. I'm learning. Peanut butter on a burger and an egg on top is perfection. You are a strange flumpkin. We were two, but now it's only me. Yeah, I did have two Italians. Unfortunately. I still think about Matt J. Dillon a lot. I hope he's doing okay. I'm pretty sure I got a really cryptic message from him. The thing is, I actually have a rule against DMing with the flumpkins. I just don't think it's a good idea. Plus, I'm always available in the in the Discord. I'm always available in the Discord, so it's not like you would even need to DM me anyways. But I'm pretty sure I got like a really cryptic message from him on Twitter, but I'm not gonna message him back because I don't do that. It kind of, once you message them back once, it kind of like opens up the door for people to keep messaging you, and then it can lead to like uncomfortable things. So it's better to just not. But I think he said goodbye in like a strange way. I think. I don't know. It's just better for everybody if honestly there's no like real reason to be like DMing people, especially when I'm so active in the Discord. Like it's just meh. And it can lead to like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna say it to me privately but not publicly, that's a little concerning for what you're gonna say. Almost. There's just a lot of things that don't even need to be said privately. And if there is, I have tickets for that. So it's kind of like, I wasn't gonna reply to him, but I think he said goodbye in a weird way. It's kind of concerning me. I mean, people come and go. They move on. They're here for a little bit and then they leave. If you want a preposition bear, you have to do it in front of the flumpkins. Exactly. I don't know. If people come and go, obviously I miss him, but I can't like strong arm people into staying, you know? So when they're ready to move on, they're ready to move on. It was fun while we knew him, but plenty of flumpkins come and go. It's just how it goes. We have to... You will stay with Bear. I would like to do that, but I can't do that. So I have to let people go. I have to know when someone says they're ready. You have to know when to let them go. If they're not ready, you'll know, but yeah. Rest in piss. I miss Flumpkins. Let's say goodbye, but it would be, I think, really fucked up to like try to convince people to stay, especially when they're ready to go. I have some updates for you guys. If you guys are ready to see them, I have some updates. Hold on. So I have updates. Hold on. I have to save these to my computer because I didn't. They're saved to my phone. Okay. First update for the model. The bow! I really like this rendering style so much more than the rendering style I have right now. Like, way more. I like it way more. Oh, hi, Captain. I like it so much more. I'm so happy. She looks really good. And then, and I just, oh, you'll see, I have another picture that I'll show you in a second about the skirt. These are the shoes. They're so cute. They're so fucking cute. They're very shiny. Right? They're so cute. I love how the new rendering style is. It's everything that I wanted it to be, honestly. The new rendering style is... It looks expensive. Look at this. This is the farthest we're updated right now. I haven't had any more updates past this. You can see one row of the frills is done. Only one row. Don't be perverts. We get a new docky with this model. No, because my design hasn't changed at all. It's the same design, so there's no reason to get a new docky because it's the same Fuufie. I mean, I guess the booba size changed, but the booba size has never been consistent, so it's fine. But yeah, this is the new one row of the frills is done. This is the new rendering style. It looks so good. It looks so good. Dang it. Do you know how expensive dockies are? The art-wise, to get them, they're very expensive. It is a masterpiece in the making. The hair and beards look a lot better natural. Well, in my professional opinion, as a polar bear, in my professional opinion, the ears on this model are much more realistic to what an actual bear ear looks like. But the ears on the new model are more cartoony, and like when someone like draws a picture of a bear, it's what you'd expect, like a cartoon picture. So I'm kind of giving up some of the realism of bear ears for the cartoony aspect. So I don't know. It's exciting, but still exciting. So I need context to what I joined in on. Does it not? Is it not obvious? I need a realistic answer. Not like a super exact version of what you're looking at. I need like a real, like if you had to, like if somebody had a gun to your head and they were like, you have to get this right, otherwise it's over. What would you say is going on? Logically. Oh, it looks like there's... Wow, this is looks like model art. Right? Right? Don't worry, I'm gonna train you guys to use your noggins before you ask dumb questions. Well, by the end of 2026, there will be no more stupid questions. That's my goal. The first one that I'm trying to get rid of is the, what are we doing today? I'm trying really hard by typing like in the title of the stream what we're doing, it's not working. Actually, if anything, the questions have gotten more prevalent, I think. How can we have answers if we don't ask questions? You could listen for 5 minutes. I mean, there's one thing like a question when it's completely unexplained, but if you sit here for... If every person who came into chat asked, what are we doing? What am I looking at? If every single person that came into chat asked that question, I would be stuck on the same thing for the next 20 minutes. Seriously. It looks like a new model, right? I'm explaining the changes of the new model. It makes sense. Context could be had in 5 minutes. What are we doing? What are we looking at? Exactly, Silver. I believe in you guys. I believe in you. You can do it. It looks like an ordinary penny because it is an ordinary penny. Exactly. I think you changed to slightly more cartoonish ears fits the model. Maybe less realistic, but looks natural and a good trade-off. I think it looks less natural because it's more cartoony, but I think it's cuter. I think it's cuter because it's less realistic. I think is why I like it. I will say though, the rendering style is completely different and looks so much more high quality. Way more high quality. Realistic shading is not good with anime most of the time. Yeah. She looks very high quality. Like, honestly, this is the type of quality that I would expect on like a HoloLive model, in my opinion. I feel really excited for her. This is a massive upgrade. Honestly, kind of unreal upgrade. Like, I still have to pinch myself sometimes when I think about it. It just looks so unreal. I'm so excited. I can't wait for the entire dress fee portion to be done. I'm very hype. I know. If I told you this is the same artist, I feel like some people would have trouble believing me. I know, obviously the top of the outfit's not done yet, but this looks like it is an entirely different model or artist made this model. Right? This looks like two completely different artists. I'm so excited. The body proportions look so much better. I'm so excited. Seeing them next to each other just makes me want to die. It like, I want to run around in circles and scream and like throw things. It's so much different. Completely different. My boobs are just, this is the problem. The boobs are just way too fucking big. They've always been way too fucking big. They look absolutely insane. They don't even look realistic. Insane boobs. I'm so tired of them. I hate looking at them. I fucking hate looking at them. I fucking hate looking at them. I'm also gonna die of excitement. I want to like bite things. I want to bite things and like crawl around the walls and like do kickflips and scream. I can't wait. I'm so hyped. She looks so cute. Completely different quality. Unreal. Yeah, Feral Floof. I'm so excited. When do you expect the new design will be ready? So the model art is due by the end of this month. Rigging. I talked with Roberta, so we're both understanding. I'm gonna try to get in with a different model faster because there's an artist who says that they can get the model done by August, but they have to approve my PSD first. So they're not gonna work on a model unless they want to do it. So it's it's up in the air if I can get in with this artist or not. But if I can get in with this artist, they'll have it done the first outfit, not the second outfits or third outfit. The first outfit will be done by August. August delivery. If I go with Roberta, she can start in October. So it probably won't be done until the beginning of the year. Probably. So that's the trade-off. Yeah, so I have to wait for the PSD to be finished, at least for the first outfit, to send it to them. And I will know if they choose me or not. But I have to wait, unfortunately. If everything goes well, I'll get a new model for my 1-year anniversary. Yeah, well, I want to debut it on my 4-year anniversary, which is October 1st. So if all things go according to plan, it will be ready by October 1st. If that's not possible, then it's not possible. I'm not gonna like push it too heavily. If I have to wait for Roberta, I have to wait for Roberta, but there's only 2 artists right now that I want to work on this. I've decided. Only 2. Something else is possible. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, Pico? I'm scared of you. Okay, but what if tomorrow? Dude, what if tomorrow, honestly? What if? If she could be done tomorrow, I'd be so happy. Stop, you guys are scaring me. Okay, let's go see who I'm gonna send to babysit you guys. Stop scaring me. You're freaking me out. Oh, let me check VGen. Oh boy. Yikes. Okay. It's kind of rough, you guys. It's kind of rough, you guys. Okay, let's go hang out with... Oh, Koki's streaming! God, her starting student screen is so fucking long. She does like a half an hour of starting soon. It's kind of crazy. Ah, look at you guys being cute. Do you plan to style all your current outfits to match the new design as well? I already have all my current outfits being drawn. All of them are on the new model. Every outfit plus a new one. Super huge project. This project is ginormous, which is why I'm so excited for it. It's literally... I don't half-ass anything. So... we get a new model, we get all the outfits on it. We do anything, we get everything. I can't wait to see Sucky Bear. You have kind of seen her, haven't you? Hold on. I mean, it's just a sketch portion of it. She hasn't done the art for it yet, or the rendering for it yet, but... you have seen it. See? And if you haven't, now you have. It's obviously not rendered, but it's at least the sketch portion. Bear gets that full ass. I do. I don't half-ass anything. I full ass it all the way. I'm happy with what I've seen so far. I'm excited to see her in motion. Oh yeah, me too. I'm excited. I'm so happy. I can't wait to have models that I'm actually excited about using. I'm absolutely miserable with this model right now. I just hate having big tits. I fucking hate having massive tits. I fucking hate it. I'm so tired of having a model with big, massive tits. I'm so sick of it. I hate it. I never wanted it in the first place. I'd be happy with this model right now if I didn't have massive tits. That's the craziest part. The craziest part. That's all I really honestly needed to get fixed, was just to have no boobs. But I'm happy with the new face too. And the new art style. I'm happy. I don't blame you. It's such a cheap fucking gimmick, and I hate it. Everyone does it. Oh, bigger boobies. All the newer it's like we went full circle. For like a hot minute, like people were doing like the flat models for a while and everyone was eating it up, and now we're back to the big tits and everyone's debuting a giant, enormous, massive titty monster model. I just saw someone debut a model like, what, 2 weeks ago, and literally the tits on it like flew up and covered the face when she would move around. They would let me repeat that. Cover her face. Why? Why? Where? Just so I know how to avoid it. I muted them on Twitter because I couldn't even stomach looking at it. I was like, oh man. Not to be mean, but I have a lot of people who, like, their whole content revolves around, like, sex. I have a lot of them muted. It's a cheap gimmick to me. Not really my thing. I don't mind, like, obviously that's a part of people. You know what I mean? Like, that's a human thing that humans have. But if that's the only thing you're selling, I'm not interested in buying. Not to be mean, it's just what I like. You don't have to like the same stuff that I like. If you like it and that's your thing, that's you. But me, I don't like seeing it. I enjoy having personality. It's fine if you got personality and you're a titty monster. Good job, I'm proud of you. But you can't just be titty monster. For me at least, I'm not interested in it. I just mute it as soon as I see it because they never stop. They never stop. You are proportions, girl. Everything has its place and symmetrical. I mean, kind of. I just don't like the relying on sex to have views constantly. I like a little bit of personality. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all there is, but I don't like to appeal to the crowd where that's the only thing they think about. That isn't even fun for me. Anytime I like have my boobs out on my model, people come in and they're like, holy boob. Like, what are you, 12? I'm talking about like fucking stabbing Casey Anthony to death, and you're like, boobs. Okay, why not have some appreciation for my murderous intent towards Casey Anthony? Why not that? Rifle Shade, thank you for the follow. Mwah. Seems a little upsetting to me. Okay, mwah. I love you. Mwah. I see you tomorrow. Mwah. I love you so much. Mwah. Have a good rest of your night. Mwah. Have a cookie. Mwah. I love you so much. Mwah. 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 See you later. Mwah. I love you. Dark Dragon, thank you for the follow. Mwah. Love you. Bye.